Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Twin Flame Tuesday Divine Feminine Energy update and empowerment message that we like to check in every other week here at Empowerment Experiences. My name is Rochelle Richard, and here at Empowerment Experiences, we focus on our energies within ourselves. Those on this twin flame journey, we have come to recognize here that this twin flame journey is a twin flame self-love empowerment journey. It is a journey of coming back to the self. It is a journey of bringing into union our own inner masculine and feminine energies. And of course, when we are blessed to have met our external divine masculine counterpart, we then are being given such a beautiful gift in this twin flame mirroring, wherein what is happening in that external masculine is, of course, the same program that is running within our own internal masculine. And so here again, to reiterate, we focus on what is happening within our internal masculine and utilize the benefit of the twin flame mirroring in that which is our external masculine. But you can be assured that when you find yourself asking, what is my masculine thinking? What is he up to? What is he doing? Well, all you have to do, Goddess, is look within and you'll find the answer. The answer is within you. And so with that, come with me into the forest for more than the trees. Let's discover and embrace all this intuition sees. Together we shall come to know that which we need and reclaim our goddess power on this twin flame journey indeed. So with that, I am super excited. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I have to say really quick, oh my gosh, as I inch toward that 400 subscriber mark, it is, oh my gosh, it's such a big deal. It's such a big deal. I want to thank each and every one of you who subscribe, who like my videos, who follow, who comment, because comments are one of my favorite things to hear what resonates with you, what you liked, what your feedback is. You know, I love hearing that. I love connecting with you. And just again, knowing that each and every one of you means something. Like, it is so important to be one of those numbers, in essence, that's reaching this goal of my own, of being able to reach and touch and connect with as many goddesses out in this world that I am here to connect with, to be a part of your journey in helping to guide you into and through finding your power every step of the way that you're here. So thank you for that. And if you are new to my channel, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you can be a part of this community that we are building over here at Healing Twin Flames and, of course, Empowerment Experiences, because that's what we are doing. We're healing twin flames with our empowerment experiences. We are healing our inner child with our empowerment experiences. And empowerment experiences is rooted in this knowing that we get to choose how we view our lives, our journeys, as either a collection of victimization empowerment experiences, right? Disempowering experiences, or are they going to be our collection of empowerment experiences? Our collection in which we have looked for and found our power every step of the way of our journey, where we've given it away. We're looking for and finding it and taking it back. And therefore, that's what turns any experience, regardless of what negative, disempowering label may have initially been put upon it. Again, you're hearing from a former pimped out, drug addicted prostitute here. So, you know, I've had so many things happen to me that we're even being censored for saying, like, we're not even allowed to tell our stories so much anymore. But the things that have happened to me, right? How insane we live in a world where certain things are being censored. It just doesn't make sense. But we are in the inversion world. We are in the great shift. And this means that things are not going to make sense. They're not going to make sense in your journey, in your twin flame journey, in this, which is the whole human collective journey. Because we have all of these things that are coming up from the past that are now rising to the surface now to be looked at and healed and, reclarified, released, so we can be stepping into this new space. And that means, and again, it's happening so much wherein, for instance, when I first moved into this house, 2 weeks after I moved in, and I hadn't really given my address out to anybody, I got a letter from like the draft service for my brother sent to this address 2 weeks after I was here. So just crazy things, in addition to my house number, my street name, all of these things have so much meaning from other moments in my life. Are you finding that? And I know that there are several other goddesses out there who you are experiencing the same. You're stepping into this new space in your world where your counterpart, it's not the vision that you had envisioned for yourself or being with your counterpart, with your divine masculine externally. But at the same time, your internal masculine is stepping into its own power and learning to trust more in the feminine that you're stepping into, that feminine energy that surrenders, that allows the flow of the unfolding of your experience rather than being in that wounded masculine space of wanting to control everything and being afraid of the unknown. This is why your external counterpart has displayed so much of this. It's because your internal masculine feels so much of this energy within itself, within you, goddess. You feel this, right? Where you have felt that you've needed to be in that masculine space of needing to control and be in charge of everything and make sure that everything is taken care of, right? Well, we, in our feminine energy, when we're in that, bringing that to life, bringing that into its power, it recognizes that the power lies in the trusting and the surrendering to the unfolding of the journey and knowing that the ultimate source, creator, has your back regardless, right? It's transcending the limited perspective that we hold in this limited realm in which we exist. So with that, let's us see what the cards have to say in terms of what the masculine energy is working on right now. And it's definitely that time of refuge, being able to take a step back from what it is that you've been thinking life needed to look like, what you've been thinking that how it needed to unfold. Because this is what's stopping you from getting what you're asking for. It's stopping you from getting into the space and place where you would like to be. It's because you are trying, again, in that wounded masculine space to control your entire experience. You are working in your mind to think about all the ways how you can make something happen. But that's just it, goddess. You don't make it happen. Your inner masculine, just as your external masculine counterpart, is learning this. Where his power actually is. And again, the wounded masculine really likes to focus its power outside of itself. And that's why we're having to really pay attention to the masculine inside of ourselves. Here we always, in the whole, it seems in this whole spiritual realm, for the divine feminines, we're always focusing on our inner feminine, our inner feminine, our inner feminine, yet we so often overlook the magnitude of the masculine that's within us. And that's what we're here really creating for humanity, is this balance. But everything that is manifested externally must first be created internally, energetically. And so this union that we seek, that we long for, that we're taught that the twin flame journey is about, is this external, physical, harmonious union with your counterpart. And it's really actually about the physical, spiritual, energetic union of those energies. And that can only begin within ourselves, the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies coming into union within ourselves. And this means that we each, that you, dear divine feminine, are not just focusing on your inner feminine healing, but you are most certainly focusing on your inner masculine healing. That you are honoring that masculine within you in the same way that you look to your external masculine to show you, through the twin flame mirroring aspect, to show you things that you are needing to see for where you are in your journey. Because, and you'll hear me talk about this a lot, you are not responsible for your divine masculine externally, goddess, you're not. Your responsibility is to and for your inner masculine. All right? So take that time of refuge now to really take that step back and look within and have a real connection period with that inner masculine and give it a voice. Find out what its struggles are, what its fears are. That would be yours, goddess, right? Your inner fears of letting go of control, perhaps being afraid that things aren't going to go how you would like them to go. Yeah. What else? Ooh, oh my goodness. Well, we just got a whole little stack. Because change is coming. That's what's happening, and that's what needs to happen. Is a change has to occur. And these changes occur within ourselves first. As I've already been led to say, they happen within ourselves first. And so this is why this time of refuge is so needed before this whole summer really hits us, right? That you take this time period for you to really check in and ask yourself. So here's a journal prompt for your divine masculine self. What is it that needs to change in order for what I desire to change? I know that's a whole lot of changing in there, but that's the question. What do I need to change? Whether that's obviously within myself, right? As through my habits of thought, my habits of being, my habits of doing, what do I need to change within myself to better align myself with creating the change that I am seeking or asking for in my external experience to change, that I'm seeking for, and right? I want that to change. So this means, again, what in you needs to change? It may be just a simple belief that is going to turn that knob enough, just enough, that it's going to allow for that abundance or allow for that energy to begin to really flow into and through you in the way and direction that you desire it to be flowing. Whereas you're no longer flowing your energy toward what you don't want. You're no longer focusing over here where you don't have power. You're no longer trying, and this is when I use this word, right? Trying to control what you do not have power to control. That's when the try word comes in, because try, it's like a double verb in essence. I am trying to do this. I am trying to change that. I'm trying to feel better. No, eliminate that word, because that is the escape hatch for the ego. Start to change how you speak and say, I am choosing to focus on feeling better, or I am feeling better and better as each moment passes, or I am doing the dishes right now as I need to, or I am being happier as each moment passes. So you see, there is no need for the word try in any of that. So perhaps that is the change that is being asked right now, because the word try again has created a space for the ego victim mentality to be disempowered and say, but I'm trying. But when you're really honest with yourself and you take this step back, you take this time for refuge to be really, truly honest with yourself, and you ask yourself, but am I really giving it my all? Am I really putting forth every bit of energy and focus and attention that I can give to this? Because that's what trying really is about. If you really look at it, trying is that deflationary space where I'm doing that, but no, I'm going to try. So trying is just like, it's your false start. So you're either doing, you're either being, you're feeling, I'm creating, all these things. I'm healing, not trying. So I challenge you for the rest of this week, like that's why this is a bi-weekly check-in now. That's why I do these bi-weekly now, is so that you can take this content and you can implement it for the next 2 weeks. Take these practices, take this information and implement it. I also do clips from both Super Sign Sunday and Twin Flame Tuesday throughout the next 2 weeks on both YouTube, and now I'm going to be putting them more on my Instagram as well, little reel clips and stuff from these energy readings and empowerment messages to further bring this message to you and get it out there, right? Because it's not going to happen overnight. And these things we have to put into practice. We have to actually take the knowledge and put it into practice, because otherwise it's useless. It serves no purpose. So I challenge you for the next 2 weeks to really pay attention to that word try or trying. And now that you're made aware of it, that's where it starts. Goddess, understand that simply by becoming aware of something, you have completely turned the tables into your favor. When you are aware of something, you can then change it. But you cannot change that which you are unaware. So now you are aware of really, truly how detrimental, how disempowering the word try can be. In fact, instead of saying I'm trying, if you want an actual phrase to replace it, say I am giving it my best. You see the difference between I'm trying versus I am giving it my best. I am giving it my best. I am giving it my all. I'm giving all I have to give. You see, there's a difference. There's a totality of I'm giving it my best or I'm giving it my all versus I'm trying. There's a gap there. All right, so it's about reclaiming your power, Goddess, because that's how you expand. When you change your limitations, when you change the beliefs that you have that are limiting you and keeping you in this small space and playing it small, when you change those things, you then expand. You step out of that limiting, restrictive space that is definitely keeping you from what you've been asking for, from what you desire. And creating stability for this journey is definitely what's necessary. Being able to come back into your essence, your energy. This is why the reiteration of the awareness that this is an inside job. This twin flame journey, this twin flame union, it's an inside job. It's again bringing into balance, creating stability within yourself between those inner masculine and feminine energies within yourself, bringing them into union. That's what balance is about within ourselves, is bringing these into union. And that's what's really truly going to bring that happiness, going to cultivate happiness within you, is because you are listening to yourself. You're paying attention to the words that you're using. You're accessing greater awareness so that you are aligning yourself through the changes that you're making. You are aligning yourself with and embodying more happiness for every aspect of your journey. to learn to embrace even the contrast. And I believe me, I have challenges with this, goddess. You know, being able to embrace the contrast of your experience, being able to say, hey, this is all part and parcel of my entire journey, that this contrast, or this which does not feel good, this which is chaos, this which feels, you know, like the ego would probably say, this is happening to me. It's recognizing that every bit of it happens for you, for your growth, for your strength training. I got reminded yesterday of the opposite of that, which is paranoia. It's called pronoia. Paranoia is the belief that someone or something is working against you, is out to get you, in fact, right? But pronoia is the belief that everything is working in your favor. Well, it's about time to be paranoid, paranoia, pronoid. I don't know what the word would be for, you have paranoid for paranoia. So is it pronoid for pronoia? I don't know, but I'm ready for that. How about you, sister? Let's bring on and amplify some pronoia around here, where we are absolutely certain in our inner knowing that everything is in our favor and working out for us and supporting us. Everything that happens is moving us closer and closer down the line toward that which is our ultimate desire, or our ultimate intention here, which for the soul is expansion. So it's never ending anyway. It never ends anyway. We are perpetually expanding. Like Abraham says, you never get it done. Never get it done. All right. So with that, I am definitely led then to find out where our power of surrender is then for right now, for the masculine. What is the masculine? Ooh, needing to surrender right now. Defensiveness, feeling insulted, pride, being wounded. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. How dare you tell me I'm doing it wrong? Nobody ever said it was being done wrong. However, if you're not getting the results that you desire, maybe it's that you just got to try something different. That's all. So this is how we, quote, work around, but rather break down this defensiveness, is we say, whoa. Nobody is saying you're doing anything wrong. How about, though, because you're not creating the results that you desire, you just change what you're doing to create different results. That's all. If you don't like the results that you're getting by what you're doing, change what you're doing to get different results. Nowhere in that does it say that you've done anything wrong. It's just a matter of realigning yourself with the results or the outcome that you desire. That's all. Right? Defensiveness, it says, it's intriguing here. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. And it is, in the sense of that you're giving your power away. You're letting something outside of you dictate your state of being. When we get triggered and we feel offended, that is literally, and this is so big in the mainstream right now of feeding defensiveness and making it, making people being offended the norm, that we have to cater to those being offended, those that are choosing to give power away, wanting the outside world to bend to their will, rather than recognizing that they need to make the changes within themselves to adapt to the greater whole. And to recognize that in order to do this, you have to stop giving power away to anybody and anything outside of you that dictates your own inner state of being, that dictates your happiness. In order to experience true, authentic happiness, You cannot be defensive, meaning you cannot be getting so easily offended by shit in this world, by things that other people say or do. And it's realizing, again, that when you get offended by someone saying, well, hey, have you thought about doing it this way? With regards to what you're creating or what you desire to be creating in your world? What about doing it this way instead? It doesn't mean, again, I reiterate, doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It just simply means it's time to do something different. It's time to change how you're doing things to allow for greater expansion and, of course, greater stability and, in turn, greater happiness. We're all looking for this. We're all on this journey of coming back home to ourselves. And in that journey, that means that we're going to be, peeling back bandages and revealing wounds that we maybe didn't realize we had. And that's what this does for us. That's what defensiveness does for us, is it reveals the wounds that we have within ourselves. It shows us where we once, or perhaps many times, but at one point in time began to give away our power about. We began to give away our power about this thing and believe that we were not good enough for that. We began to give our power away to that thing and believe that we have to work our lives to the bone to make $1. We have to give right? We've just been giving away power with beliefs and habits and such. And now we're on this journey of taking it back. So in order to be stepping into your power, it's honoring, number one, that when you get offended, it's saying, ooh, I've become defensive about my beliefs. I've gotten offended by what someone else said. I've been triggered. So what is this showing me? That I need to change within myself so that I am no longer giving my power away to something outside of myself. All right, that is why defensiveness is considered a weakness. Okay, so with that, I love my little bag of angel numbers, and I'm working on a deck, an angel number deck of oh my God, I'm super stoked for that. Super stoked. There's just so many things I'm working on. I love it. Oof, number 8 is our angel number for the day, and we have for it to say authority, self-confidence, and personal power. Oh my goodness, that's the very first. Oh my gosh, I love it. Personal power. And look, keep your emotions in balance, stability, balance. This is what we're creating within ourselves, right? This inner feminine and inner masculine energies that we are bringing into balance, into union within ourselves. And that in turn assists you with your detachment process from your external counterpart when you really begin to recognize that this is about me, inside me. And as you begin to heal and focus on you, you can be assured that your counterpart comes back around. Mine is so different. He's definitely changed because of all the changes that I have been going through and been putting myself through in these past couple years, recognizing that even in the midst of it, maybe I didn't believe the whole time, but in the midst of it, that all of that was bringing us to a better space and place and time. So stay optimistic. Number 8 also tells us, stay optimistic. Again, trusting that everything you're going through, you are growing through. All of these opportunities for growth that you are being presented with through such things as we call challenges, right? They are presenting you with all of these opportunities to grow stronger and wiser, to cultivate better stability, to further your expansion. So stay optimistic. Number 8 is the number of karma, right? And karma has gotten a bad rap, right? Because we're always talking about bad karma or the karmic, but there's good karma too. Recognize this in this realm of duality. If you have one side of the coin, there's always the other side, the light and the dark, the contrast and the light. Number 8 says, be grateful for blessings past, present, and future. As we've already mentioned, how we're having past experiences coming into play, past connections coming into play now, or things that are reminding us of things from our past, because that is to help remind us to be grateful for what has happened rather than speak against what we've done or what has happened. And this has actually come up in conversation yesterday with a soul sister of mine, talking about how we look at some of the things from our past and we judge so much. We wish we'd never done them. We may think that it was a mistake, right? We talk about this. But instead, why not look at everything, good, bad, and fugly, as being blessings that have gotten you to where you are today? Regardless of what today looks like, you're in a better space and place. As well, you can be able to look back over your journey and see all the times when you can actually remember when you thought that you weren't going to make it through. When you thought that you were never going to change, you were never going to get to the results that you desired, you were never going to live your dreams, or you're never going to break that habit. Change is inevitable. And what we focus on is what we attract more of. So be sure to be grateful for blessings past, present, and future. Ground yourself into that space of gratitude to further magnify abundance, prosperity, and wealth. That is our number 8. Abundance, prosperity, and wealth. Check and rewrite your money story. That's again huge on what the energy for today is about. Is this change? What beliefs, what habits of thought, habits of belief, habits of action, what needs to change? And I can pretty much guarantee that most of humanity has a crappy money story that needs to be rewritten, right? Especially, I've mentioned already today about that you have to work real hard just to make a dime, right? For every penny you earn, you have to work so hard, so much effort. If that is something that you say, well, look at your life. Is that what you're living? I mean, believe me, that's one I've worked on for a long time, especially as an entrepreneur, right? It's very challenging when you're passionate about what you do to find that stability in creating that balance, that work-life balance. It's very challenging, very, very challenging, right? Because if you have that worker mentality of, oh, I gotta work, that very well often takes you to this space of working all the time, even when you could be, like, quote, living life a little bit more. So number 8, for last but not least, be more fair to yourself. Be more aware of when you're talking to yourself, talking about yourself, especially if you're talking against yourself in any way, shape, or form. That's, again, feeds into this defensiveness. If you are constantly putting yourself down or putting yourself in a space that reaffirms for you that you can't have a certain thing, or you can't be happy, or that's too much work to change that, you get triggered by all those things, is saying, wait a minute. I'm the one that is cutting myself short before I even get the chance. So you are offending yourself without even realizing it. You're the one that's putting yourself in that space to be let down by putting yourself in a position to feel as though you're not good enough or it won't work out for you. Any beliefs or habits or thoughts that you have that are contradictory to what you desire, It's time to change them. It's time to go within and actually let yourself see what those are. So what needs changing, Goddess? What is being asked to be changed within that masculine energy space? Most likely, of course, changing how you're doing things. That's what keeps coming through, is changing how you're doing things, how you feel they need to be done. That facet of control is very, very much masculine energy. All right, so work with that over these next 2 weeks. And if you are looking for some one-on-one time to dive into specific questions and break through any blocks and barriers that you have there to break through, I do have some 30-minute sessions open for the next couple weeks. By all means, you can jump on one of those. And then we also, I'm excited if you just want to jump into a group environment, definitely have the Rise and Thrive Tribe taking off, launching that. And in that group, we not only have the group space where we can connect, but then we're also going to be having a Zoom coaching session every month, 2 to 3 hours, wherein you get to bring whatever your challenges are, bring them, and we all will discuss them. We'll look for where your power is, give you what you need in order to be taking it back. And everybody else in the group gets to benefit from that as well, just as you will benefit from any of the other goddesses in the group who bring their challenges, right? I've always loved doing those Zoom groups. They're always so mind-blowing, and I have missed them so much, and I'm so excited to get back to those. So super stoked for that. And with that, those links are going to be down below in the description. And as is going to be the poetic expression that comes with every bi-weekly Twin Flame Tuesday, as well as one that goes with every Super Sign Sunday. So be sure to catch that. And I think that's it. There's more details in the description, and be sure, if you're doing the ongoing giveaway, make sure to check out those details and do your comments and likes and all that fun stuff to earn those entries. And I will do the second giveaway winner next Thursday on my live streams that I do on Instagram. Every Thankful to Thrive Thursday, I do live streams on my Instagrams at Healing Twin Flames and Empowerment Experiences. And next week, this coming week, not next week because it's this week, this Thursday is a simulcast on both platforms, and I will be drawing winner number 2 for that. So with that, I think that covers everything. I'm truly grateful for you. As I've already said, I'm so excited to, oh my gosh, be touching more and more goddesses as my channel grows and as I get to have the impact that I know I'm here to have. So I'm truly grateful for you. Be sure to let me know you stopped by, drop that comment, and by all means, come check out the Rise and Thrive Goddess Tribe. You can message me on Instagram, of course. You can also email me, love@empowermentexperiences.com. And like I said, that's it. I'm going to sign off, and I will catch you in the next video. We're over on Instagram. I'm around. I'm on the gram. I'm around. I'm here on the tube. And with that, no matter what, I'm here to remind you that the power is in your hands. The power to create the change that needs to be created to align yourself with the outcomes that you desire. That power is in your hands, Goddess. Because that power has always, always been inside you. Namaste.